Hi, welcome, welcome. So glad you're here. I am Kelley Pitts and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and have been since 2005. And I'm glad that you're joining the Create with Kelley crew. We have a lot of fun together. Everybody in the Create with Kelley group, anybody who comes to classes or subscribes to my blog or is involved in any way in helping me with my passion for paper crafting, I call you all the Create with Kelley crew. So you're part of the gang, you're part of a group. I love that. I love the inclusiveness of Stampin' Up! And all that it has to offer. All the coordinating products and the camaraderie that we have with other paper crafters. And I'm glad you're tuning in. Sorry I didn't give you much notice. I have been working on an event I have coming up soon. It's actually May 15th. So we are going to talk a little bit tonight. If you have one of the Stampin' Up! Catalogs, the new catalog, we're kind of going to go through a little bit of that, and I'm going to show you some samples that I have received in a swap. My wonderful team member, Tanya Cook, let me borrow hers because my swaps I sent to the wrong address. So I finally got them back 2 weeks later. Hi, Deborah. Nice to have you watching. Glad you're tuned in. Would love to hear where you're from and all that. If anybody tunes in and hasn't before, just give me a comment and let me know where you're watching from. Everybody's always welcome to watch and have input on comments. And I'm going to really quickly get my iPad going and my computer so I can see your comments when I turn the phone down. And I better get my volume down on my computer. You would think that I could remember all these things, but each time I don't know if I wake up in a new world or or what, but I'm so glad you tuned in. We're going to be looking at, as I said, some awesome swaps. This is one that my teammate Tanya made with one of the spiral dies. It's called Spiral Die, D-Y-E, and it is a new background stamp in the Stampin' Up! 2021-22 catalog. Can y'all believe we're even discussing 2022? Wow! So we're going to kind of get a quick glance at the end colors again. We looked at those a little bit last week, but I wanted to show you some of the new shimmery paper. I don't think I had that out last week, and I'm thoroughly amazed at it. It is just gorgeous. So we are, as I said, going to go over several swaps, and thanks everybody for tuning in who's watching right now. Let me get my comments going on my iPad. Like I said, kind of said that and then got distracted, didn't I? Hi, Marge. Nice for you to watch. I see that you're on. Would love to have a comment and see where you're watching from. This is one of the swap cards we're going to be looking at tonight that several of our Stampin' Up! Demonstrators in our little group have made, and wanted to share some of those with you and kind of talk about an upcoming event that I have coming on May 15th. That is a paper crafting play day, and it's going to be held at the Woolworth Library. If any of y'all are from the Lubbock area, you know where Woolworth is, just right outside of Lubbock. It may even be closer than some of the things that are in Lubbock, I think. So I'm glad to have you here once again. If you're brand new, welcome, welcome. And if you've been here before and keep watching, that's a good sign too. I always love to have folks tuning in. So we are going to get started here in a few minutes. Let's see, or in a minute, I guess. Let me turn this computer where I can see all those comments a little better. Okay, anybody commenting? All right. We're going to get started here. How many of you, let me know if you've gotten your annual catalog for this year. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Here's the front, and this is all we've been able to show you for the past month, because one of the perks of being a demonstrator is that we get to order early out of the catalog. We get the catalogs early. We get to pre-order out of them a certain... We can't order everything out of the catalog, which is probably a good thing. They want to pace us a little bit. So we have about a month to do that. Hi, Diane. If you have your annual catalog and you want to tune in, we're going to kind of flip through just a little bit tonight, and I'm going to show you some samples we've made. So glad you're watching, Diane. Thank you, thank you. Y'all make a comment whenever you see something you like, or this is something you ordered, or this is something on your wish list. I would love to help you with that. Okay, we're gonna turn the camera down, I think, and get going on showing y'all some samples. Glad you're here. Okie dokie. If y'all will tune in, hang on while I turn the camera down, that'd be great. Thanks. Hi, Jennifer. All right, stay with me, stay with me. I'm just turning the camera down, trying to get situated and see how we are here. It's a little bit different every time, and there's a little bit of a delay each time on Facebook. So let's see how we're coming here. I think we're a little, still need to go this way just a little bit. See if that's better for you. Hopefully. We're in range now. We'll see if we've got any comments going. Glad you're here, Jennifer and Diane. We had a couple of, whoops, I show interrupted. I don't know if y'all are showing that. It shows it on my computer. It shows the live video was interrupted and it's been paused. Anybody have a comment on that? Do y'all see that? Did it stop? Did I do something crazy and didn't realize it? Let's see. Are we still on? Are we here? Y'all let me know with your comments if you would. We're a little bit further over, I think, than we usually are, but that's all right. I bet it works. We can make it work. And again, if y'all are just tuning in, I'm Kelley Pitts, independent demonstrator since 2005. And my group name or business name is called createwithkelley.com. And I have a blog at that address. Would love for you to go and subscribe, and you'll get some tips and tricks and techniques and previews of some of my card classes and everything like that. So would love for you to subscribe. It's free. So, and I promise not to hound you all the time. I'm not great at getting everything posted as often as I should. So I promise not to hound you because I just don't have time. I have another job too. So it's fun. There's a lot of demonstrators who work a full-time job and then just do Stampin' Up on the side. So that's awesome. I've got several team members who are in it for the discount, and then hopefully I'll eventually have some who want to make it a business too, like I do. So we're going to get started here. It just seems like I am too close. Let's see if I can get that a little further up. My wonderful husband borrowed my stand today for a little bit, and I think it's just not quite where it was before. Let's see if we can get that where y'all have a better view. Can y'all see a little better now? Is that okay? Anybody still there? Okay, we're going to get started with the catalog. I've got some swaps to show you. If you've got your catalog and want to turn in it, that would be awesome. We have, this is a beautiful suite that I was not able to pre-order, but I have now ordered it. I ordered it today, so I'll have it coming in fairly soon. That's very artsy, I think, artistic. It is just beautiful. Artistic Expressions, I think is what it's called. So we are all about taking a sip. Stamps, ink, and paper. That's the Stampin' Up way. So I'm going to, it looks a little dark. I'm going to turn on another light real quick. See if that helps any. Not quite sure if it does. Okay. We are, when you get your Stampin' Up catalog, let me show you. It does have the table of contents in the very front that lists all the suites. And the suites are a big grouping that normally have a stamp bundle. And then it has other embellishments or ribbons or something else to go with the suite. But you can order the bundle and save 10% in that suite with one simple number entry, and you still get the bundle price on the stamp set and the die. So we do have like 50 colors or so that are just gorgeous. So we're going to skip through this. We'll talk about kits. These are coming up. These will be available in June. Y'all are going to have a choice of being able to order kits, not necessarily the paper pumpkin where you commit to have it come every month, but we'll be able to do like a Zoom party online, or if y'all want to have a girls' night out or something, we can just order kits and everybody will have their kit and do it themselves. So I'm going to show you one of the samples I got was from this Beauty of the Earth suite. The whole suite is $73.50, and it includes the designer series paper that is gorgeous and looks like fall. So I haven't ordered it yet because I thought, I'm ready for spring. I'm tired of cold, so I'm not ready to look at fall stuff, but it is beautiful. And I have seen several stamped images that are just beautiful. Let me see if I can get this close enough for you to see this. Try to get that straight here. Here we go. The tree image there, it looks like you had to stamp it a couple of times, but that is all on one stamp. You stamp it once and it has the light leaves, the medium leaves, and the dark leaves all stamped at once. It is just beautiful. And this is from our new Color and Contours dies. This is a scallop die. Each one of the scallop dies has a little bit of a different. This looks almost like it's pierced. It's not really stitched with the long stitches. It looks like it has little dots like we used to do paper piercing, I guess it was called. But this beautiful card was done by Amy Story in Denton, Texas. And I think it's beautiful. And that is from the designer series paper, and the stamps, the little bird, and the jewels, I believe, are all from the Beauty of the Earth set that we were just looking at. I might have to see how I can keep up better here. This is all on page 10 and 11, the Beauty of the Earth suite. Okay, then we're going to go on. Y'all have seen some of the ones that we've done with the art gallery already. The Seascape is a new set. Anything that's marked with an N is new to the catalog this time. So I will point out the new ones as we go through real quickly. These were all in a previous catalog and are beautiful, but the beautiful part about this catalog is that it shows so many samples and so many different colors. Even if it's been in the catalog before, you may not have seen it in this light because it's showing you totally different colors, totally different styles than you've had before. So this is great. The Days to Remember, this is a new set that is great for calendars or scrapbooking. The Sending Hugs, you can color in with blends, markers, watercolor pencils, whatever you want, and has a matching die set. We've had the Blossoms in Bloom and the Timeless Tropical before. The Garden Wishes, I will still be doing some cards with the Dandy Wishes and the Garden Wishes and the Dragonfly Garden Bundle. I'll be doing more of those in the future. Stitchery is a new set that gives cute little background type images. We've had these in the catalog before. Now we're getting to the Pansy Petals suite, and I have several samples of that. If y'all were tuned in last week, you saw my sample of, let's see if this is enough for y'all to, let it catch up here. This is the sample we did last week, the Pansy Petals, where we used the designer series paper, and I used the Hippo Happiness dies, and then this is from the Tasteful Touches stamp set, and the designer series paper has all of the new in colors in it. So that's one of the Pansy samples. Here's another one that features the designer series paper from the Pansy Patch Bundle or Pansy Petals Suite. Still not It's hard to get this exactly where you can see it in the best light with these clear envelopes. Hope y'all can see that. This one has the wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. That is from the Pansy Patch bundle. These pansies are from that suite and cut out with the dies. And then the designer series paper. This sample is done by Suzanne Hagen. So that's a cute one. We have another one from Leslie Baumgardner that uses the same designer series paper bundle, but they use different paper out of the set of paper. Use different patterns, I guess you would say. And then this is one of the new in colors. The first one featured the fresh freesia. This one features the pale papaya and the evening evergreen. It's just beautiful. Also, this punch is a new punch that I did not have last week. I want to show you that. This came from the Elegantly Said bundle. And I know that's probably loud here. I should have ripped that off earlier so y'all didn't have to hear that rattling around. Sorry about that. Here we go. That bundle is just beautiful, and I have seen and will do a sample and show you all the different ways that you can punch this out and make it different shapes. Like, for instance, you put a little skinny one in there and you get that. You put a little bit wider and you get that, and then you can have the full thing. You could use just this end. You can use just that end. You can make that on both ends of a banner. It's just really, really, really flexible on what all you can do with it. But that's what was used on this right here, is from the Elegantly Said bundle. And this is the cling stamp set that goes with that. It has some really pretty greetings with it. It's hard to keep the catalog and this up where you can see it. But it has beautiful greetings and a floral image that's repeated in the designer series paper. And then this gorgeous corner, I've seen some of those. Let me see, we're not quite to this yet. Y'all just have to remember that when we get to it. How about it? So that is a beautiful Pansy Petal suite, and I will be offering a free class for anybody who purchases this suite from me. And you'll also get a smaller card kit when you just purchase the bundle. And the bundle is just $51.25. So I will be offering that when you use my host code. And my host code for this month is right up there. If you don't know how to use that, let me know and I'll be glad to help you. Okay, we have had these before, except the Lighthearted Lines is a new set in this catalog. The Measure of Love with the little cupcakes and all is new. We have a new one that relates to brewing tea or coffee lattes. It's a cute little set. We also have a What's Cooking. We haven't had a cooking set in quite a while, but I think that was really cute with the little spatulas and spoons and salt and pepper mill. We have had the succulents before, and y'all have seen some samples of those. This Create With Friends is a brand new one with gorgeous font, and it's nice and large where it really takes your attention on the front of the card. It doesn't require a whole lot of everything else because that is so attention grabbing to have the large sentiment. We've had these two before, the Lovely You, Daisy Lane. We've had this one. Sunny Sentiments is new. Hoping your birthday is filled with all the best things. Thought you could use some sunny thoughts today. So those are cute. Sharing Sunshine over here. Little sunshine related images. We have Best Chapter. That's all about, it has housewarming, retirement, congratulations, wedding day, parenthood. Quite a few things in that. And then this Make It Happen is a new set from Karen Titus. If y'all watch any of the videos from Stampin' on the Back Porch, she and her husband Tim do a lot of great videos, of a lot of simple cards and a lot of just totally different and relatable cards, I guess, that are fun and easy, and they make it fun to watch and listen, so I recommend listening to them. This Bunches of Fun is a new one that has the little dog with the cone of shame, I guess you call it, And banana has a few little sayings on there. Then we also have, we've had the mini messages in the past that cuts out a lot of greetings all at once. And now the dies that coordinated with that bundle in the last catalog are also, there's a whole new set of greetings that work with that same die. So it doubles your pleasure, I guess you'd say. Then we do have still the strawberry bundle that we've had in the past. This is a whole new suite called In the Wild. I don't have a sample of this one. It does have wild cats in it. The wild cats bundle is $38.50 for the dies and the stamp set. And the suite is $57.50 and includes the paper and the animal print embossing folder, which is kind of fun. I have ordered just the folder to play with. I think that'll be fun. The Good Man would be a good set to have for Father's Day coming up, either one of these. The Hats Off is a new set that has a little cap, and then you can change off what the logo or greeting on the front of the cap. So that's cute for Father's Day too. Path to Greatness, this is a whole new set. Your journey has molded you for the greater good. Only the best for you today, and congratulations on all you've achieved. Bamboo Beauty is also a new set. Whiskey Business, I do have some samples of that. If anybody is interested in seeing those another time, y'all just put a comment in and let me know. And we have some great samples of the Handsomely Suited. I should have brought those out too. After the Storm is a new set, and that is a distinctive set. This one, Frenchie Martin, if y'all watch videos on YouTube with Frenchie, she designed this set with the clouds and the sun rays coming out behind the clouds so that even the darkest night will pass and the sun will rise, and a little sunshine for your day. So it's really good for encouraging cards. Sailing Home is still in. Inspired Thoughts, this is another new greeting set that has some that'll be nice on the inside of the cards. And it has a tree die where you can kind of make a forest scene with this bundle. So the trees and the greetings are all together in that bundle. These two have been in before. These two have been in before. The Wildly Adorable is a new one. If anybody's got a new little grandbaby or a new baby on the way and want to make some of those cards, those are cute. Also, the Turtles bundle is a new one with the turtle stamp set and also a turtle punch. So that's fun. This is a new one, Stellar Birthday, for another little kids kind of one. We also have Pirates and Mermaids. So we've got several in this All Occasions section that are new for kids. So those are always fun. It's fun to let them play with the dies, or you can have a little get-together of moms and daughters, or have a little kid birthday party and make some of these. That'd be fun. This is a new one, One Happy Family, that talks all about babies and birthdays, congratulations, all that. This is a beautiful new set. I think that is really fun with some, we have had one, a die cut baby stamp set, but it's been a while since we've had that one. So this is a brand new one, and it's a distinctive stamp. So it will show the shading on the bear and the little cute little outfits for the kids, but it has the dies and the stamp set, and the whole bundle is $38.50 because you save 10% anytime you buy a bundle. But it has some great samples in here, and of course you can always check Pinterest and YouTube, all that, for to learn different ways to use your stamp sets. This is a new sweet. It's hard to say sweet and peach without saying sweet, or it is for me anyway. You're a Peach Sweet is $57.25, and not only does it include the stamp set and the dies, but it also includes these darling little jam jars. They're little bitty miniature jam jars. How cute is that? Mini jam jars. Huh, who knew? Okay, we've had this one before. The Celebrate with Flowers is new. The Biggest Wish, this is another one of those large get your attention greeting sets. And this is part of that artistic set that is beautiful, that paper. It looks like it's used alcohol inks, but the artist at Stampin' Up did that, and it is just gorgeous. So that's all it takes. The paper itself sells it. That and the coordinating greeting, that's all you need. You could make a stack of those in a hurry. We've had these sets before, so we'll skip on past those. The Peekaboo Farm is new. So we've got a lot of farm animals hanging over the fence. Like, what's his name? Hi, Diane. Oh, no problem, Diane. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Party Puffins is a new set. Here's the Simply Elegant set that I was discussing earlier with the punch. I went blank for a minute there. Punch and the stamp set. And it also has in the suite, it has the Coordinating Designer Series paper that's in gold, copper, silver, gray, black, and vanilla. So anytime you've got the suites now, they have the coordinating colors listed out here, not only listed, but pictured. So that's a great way to figure out at a glance what colors are in each Designer Series paper. Enriched and Encircled in Friendship. This is a new set that you can use around the greeting, or you can die cut it out and put the greeting on top. Lovely. I love this Forever Fern. I'm still going to do some classes with that one. It's just a beautiful set. Threw It Together is new. These two are carryovers also because they were so popular. Always in Your Heart. Beautiful set. Shaded Summer. This is a new one. And you've got quite a few here that you can make with it. Forever Grapevine is a new one. That would be great if you're giving somebody a bottle of wine and want to make a little tag. Ornate Thanks has been in. Flowers of Friendship, this is a new one. The Beautiful Moments is new, and it was designed by Jackie Williams. She is another $1 million sales achiever with Stampin' Up. Here's another new suite, Bloom Where You're Planted. It has the stamp set and dies to go with it, and then Designer Series paper also. So, and then it has a paper lattice that is part of this suite for $65. So that's kind of fun. Make a little macrame thing. I've seen online, it's getting to be a new thing again. Having macrame. I just saw an ad for it the other day and thought, whoo, took me back to when I used to make those. I guess in the 70s or, yeah, probably 70s. Okay, Count on Me is a new set with little animals, koalas and bears and kangaroos. These two have been in before. They carried over. Sweet Farewell. So that's great if somebody's taking a trip or heading off to college somewhere or whatever the occasion may be. That's a great one for that. Always Right Behind You. That's an encouraging set with Thanks for Sharing the Ride, and we make a great team. The Back on Your Feet. I know our friend Diane has that one. Badger Besties is new. The other two are carryovers. This one is designed by Connie Stewart. She's a $1 million Stampin' Up achiever. We also have Tidings of Christmas. This is a kind of different. In the last annual catalog, we didn't have much of a holiday selection, but with all the COVID and the problems with shipping and all that, they decided this year to put a few in this catalog. And then we have also put the mini catalog that was supposed to be coming out in June. It will not be available until July, so that we won't have problems with back orders, hopefully, with the new holiday catalog that will be coming out later. So if you really want to start your Christmas early, I would suggest getting some items out of this beautiful set. It is all new. We have some background sets. This one is the Snowflake carried over from last time. The Evergreen Elegance is a new set that is a bundle, and it has a border punch with the trees that you'll see, if you can see that right there. I'm not sure if you can. I've got too much stuff in here to pick the catalog up, but they're gorgeous in gold or green or whatever you wanted to do your trees in, but it's really pretty to be able to do a border like that with the punch. Poinsettia, Snowman, Perfectly Plaid were all in the last holiday catalog and were so popular they have carried over also. Season's Blessings, this is a new one. If you're looking, this kind of, you can make it fall or winter with the poinsettias or the fall foliage. the banner year carried over from last time. This one is the one I love, love, love. And I know Dion Green loves this and Tanya Cook loves this. So I know we're going to be having some classes with this. Like I said, I ordered it this morning, and it's called Artistically Inked Bundle, page 97. And that is a gorgeous set that is a distinctive set. So it will do all that shading for you. And then the designer series paper is just absolutely knockout gorgeous, I think. And then it has an ephemera pack with a lot of little gold die cut pieces and some embellishments. Got to have a little bling with something like this. But I think that this is beautiful. The bundle is $53 for the dies and the stamp set, and the whole suite is $75. Okay, we have another sample card. This one has the color and contour die. Let me put the white paper up again so you can see a little better. Okay, these little dies are similar to the ones in the Stitch So Sweetly in that they're rectangular and have a scallop, but they all have a different detail. Each size of the rectangle has a different detail on it. And this is done by Cheryl Holtman, and she used the pansy paper, and then she used the flowers from the color and contour bundle. So you can see these are two-step flowers, and you just stamp the outline and then stamp the filler with the two different stamps. So that's called two-step stamping. Easy peasy. And then it has the fresh freesia back card base and the evening evergreen ribbon. So that is also a pretty one. So you've got kind of two different sets there with that color and contour and the pansy paper from the Pansy Suite. All Things Fabulous carried over. Henna Hearts. This kind of looks like a tattoo, doesn't it? Looks like a henna tattoo. And that is a new set. Etched in Nature is a new set. And I believe this one is still not quite available to order. They had some issues with the way these stamps did on this particular set, this rubber stamp. So you'll have to wait a little bit on that one. Very Versailles, of course, is back. That is so popular for year after year. Have a To the Moon. This is a new set. The Watercolor Shapes is a new one. This would be great just to stamp in any of those, all those new in colors that are so subtle. You could stamp that background and then stamp the greeting in full strength, and it would just be beautiful. Okay, hand pen suite. I have a lot of samples here with this suite that's on page 104, 105. Hand pinned. Okay, we've got this one with the paper, and this is stamped with that hand-pinned Petals stamp set and just colored in with blends. You could color it in with watercolor, pencil, blends, markers, whatever you want to do, or use the fill that is in here in the stamp set. And a little bit of DSP and the pretty script. The font is really, really pretty. And then these, I believe, are the Genial Gems that are come in mint macaron and kind of a gold color. I don't have those within arm's reach at the moment unless I put all this down. So you'll just have to imagine. Those are beautiful in this catalog. All right, another hand pen that's very similar to that one. It's a little bit different paper and different layout. Whoops, I forgot to give credit for that one was from Elaine Milky. And this one is from Carol Corey. She did this with a little scallop, and I believe this is from the Color and Contour bundle. And she just cut off one scallop there out of that and used the Pale Papaya color of the Designer Series paper that's on the back of one of these floral ones. And that is the Soft Succulent ribbon. Beautiful. This one is this is the Soft Succulent, and I believe this background looks like just jade that coordinates beautifully with that Soft Succulent. And the Pale Papaya, and the ribbon is actually petal pink, but it looks like that Pale Papaya. It's really pretty. And she's cut out some vellum with the die after she stamped and filled in those colors. So this is from the Tasteful Labels dies, I believe is what that's called. But that's a nice little layout, easy peasy to do the square and then the rectangle that's twice as big as the square and just mat it. That's really pretty. And this is from Jan McCullum. We have another one using the color and contour bundle mixed with the hand pinned suite. This has the texture folder that I've used a lot, Tasteful Textiles. And this die, I believe, comes, I am not sure on that one if it came, it looks like the one that comes from the Tasteful Labels dies, but it just has a little thing cut out there. That may be from the new borders dies. We'll look when we get in the back of that. But that's really pretty also with the Fresh Freesia or Highland Heather. Yeah, that's probably Highland Heather, and that's Fresh Freesia, Daffodil, and the Soft Succulent. Very pretty. But the big scallop die is from the Color and Contour suite. We have one more that is from the hand pinned bundle, and the greeting is from the Pansy Petals suite. This again is the Pale Papaya paper and the Designer Series paper from this hand pinned suite with a couple of rhinestones, and that was Suzanne Taylor. Whoops, and I think the one before was Glenda Hennick. So thanks everybody for the samples that we have. That really makes a lot of difference on what you think you might want to put on your wish list. Okay, Butterfly Brilliance, Daisy Garden, those have been in. The garden birdhouses are new. These are all have been in before. You've probably seen those. Quiet Meadow is a new one. I've seen quite a few of those on Pinterest and online. Those flowers, the Tasteful Touches, this is the die that I was talking about earlier that coordinates with this stamp set that was used several times. This suite is called Sweet Symmetry, and it has a punch that has two symmetrical border punches that are about like this, similar to that are punched out. And the Batik Boutique is kind of a new look. I don't think we've had one exactly like that before, but it has the dies and the stamp set. These are carryover. The Art in Bloom, this is a new set, another floral set. We have a lot of beautiful floral sets this year, don't we? And this one is all squared away bundle. Has some dies that have the little cutouts in them that are pretty, like peekaboo. Then we go to more samples. Awesome. And this is by our very own Tanya Cook, who did a beautiful job on this swap, I think, with using the polished pink and the pale papaya. And use the background spiral die that's in the catalog on page 118. And you stamp it with your stamparatus. You'll stamp the die, and then you turn it 180 degrees and stamp it with the other color. And that's what gives you that offset. And then she put the beautiful pierced blooms with it. So I think that's gorgeous. And this is the black glittery ribbon. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it has been in a catalog before. That was Tanya Cook. And then this one is Brenda Paulson, and she did the bleach technique. This is Night of Navy cardstock, and then she used bleach on her stamp to bleach out the Night of Navy and leave this other color here. So, and then this die is from the Stitch So Sweetly set. Alrighty. And I think that is all the, nope, we've got a couple more in the back. This does go through the Angel policy. If any of y'all do sell your stamp sets at any time, you do need to make sure to look up the StampinuP.com terms of use. You need to have the copyright Stampin' Up on there somewhere if you sell anything with the Stampin' Up logo on it, and it has to be a completed card. So we've been through the collections before. We do have the new in color collections, and I wanted to show you before we go, I wanted to show you how gorgeous this in color shimmer vellum is. Sorry again, I'm going to move this away from the microphone. It's a little loud. Getting that out of there. But I don't know if the camera is going to pick this shimmer up. But it is like somebody spilled a whole wink of Stella all over this paper. And it is vellum, so it's see-through. And it, in each color, it is so shimmery and beautiful. It is just unbelievable. You have to have some. It is just gorgeous. I love it. Look at that. That's the fresh freesia. The camera probably doesn't like me moving it around like that, but nevertheless, I'll do my best to let you see it. There you go. Hopefully you can tell. This is the soft succulent with all the gorgeous shimmer to it. And the polished pink is really bright, isn't it? Look at that. Woohoo! Lovely. And then we're down to the last one, pale papaya, which is also a beautiful color. It probably washes out a little bit on camera, but all of it really, really shimmers. It's just gorgeous. Okay, so that's what the main thing I wanted to show you. I do want to show you at the end of the catalog. If y'all don't have a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator and you need one, be sure and let me know. I'm happy to help you with that. And I will be doing a class with the Memories and More cards at my event that's coming up on May 15th. So if you haven't seen an invitation for that, I worked on postcards all day today to send out, and you should have emails and Google Forms and all that. If you will just email me at Kelley@createwithkelley.com and be sure and spell Kelley K-E-L-L-E-Y, then I'll be glad to send you an invitation. Would love for you to come to that event. It is from 10 to 4:30 at the Woolworth Library. And I will be doing a Stamp-A-Stack at that all afternoon, and that you do need to RSVP ahead of time for that one. There is a charge for that one. It's $30, and you're going to get to make at least 10 cards while we're there from 1:30 to 4-ish. So that'll be a lot of fun. All right, we're going to skip through. You've seen most of the designer paper while we looked at everything else. The ribbons are just beautiful this year. I just wanted to point out that toward the end of the catalog, it does show all the punches and punch bundles. So when you look for these that say bundled savings, that's when you'll save the 10% when it's a bundle. And also wanted to show you, it does show the same thing with the die bundles. It'll show you in the back of the catalog bundled savings with the die and the stamp set. It gives you kind of photos of all those. And then it just gives you the dies that aren't bundled. And then we've got 2 more samples here that are, I know Jennifer has this ornate garden, and I think I finally ordered it this morning. I don't know, I changed my order quite a few times trying to get everything in. But this has the new pattern paper, is a hostess. The only way you can order this paper is by being a hostess, unless you pre-ordered it as a demonstrator. But this is called Pattern Party, and it is 12 by 12 paper, and it has 48 sheets. So that's a lot of paper. And this is the flower, I think, from the Color and Contour. I might be wrong on that. I'm gonna have to look and see. This is from one of the new floral bundles. And this is Kathleen Wilkins' card. And then we also have this one, which I know we've had a paper similar to this. It was a lot bigger scallop look in kind of different colors years ago. This one is the soft succulent color and one of the small patterns in the Pattern Party. So there you go. I hope y'all will join me on May 15th at the Woolworth Library for that event. I'm going to turn the camera back the other way if y'all bear with me. And I'm still here. Hope y'all are still there. Get a little bit higher here. Nobody wants to see that chin. But I'm so glad y'all joined me. And let me hold up a card or two. Samples here that we showed. Trying to find some here. Oops. Here's a couple of samples. Glad you tuned in and hope you've gotten some ideas and maybe something to add to your wish list. If you have anything you have questions about, I'm happy to help you. You can just call me at 806-790-0061 or send me an email at kelly@createwithkelley.com. And you can subscribe to my blog at createwithkelley.com. Would love to have you as a subscriber. Thanks again for tuning in. I won't hold you any longer. Just a reminder about the May 15th event at the Woolworth Library. If y'all are from this area and want to do an in-person event, we're going to have door prizes galore. We're going to have display boards with a lot of the papers and samples like this for you to look at up close. So would love to have you for that or the Stamp-A-Stack. And if you come and have RSVP'd, you can make a little card. It's called a make and take because you make it there and you take it home. That's a great name, right? Make and take. So you get a free make and take if you just come over and check everything out. Hope you can drop in. Thanks a lot. There's a lot of fun times ahead. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye-bye.